What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I do apologize, guys, for not bringing up this video sooner, but that's because it took me a little while to level up Palau, so I was able to show you guys how to do this. And what I'm going to show you today is how to get the max score, at least get 180,000 points in Operation Uniframe, so that way you can get all of these sweet little rewards, especially these voucher tickets. Like, this is nice. As you guys can see, I did claim every single thing in here, right? And it is pretty difficult. It is kind of a pain in the frickin' royal rear, but you can absolutely do it. But first, before we get into that, I do want to talk about, Palau and her Uniframe. Right now, my Palau, guys, is pretty leveled up, right? She does have, like, good resonance. She has all her signatures resonated. Her top slots aren't, the best possible. You really want to attack and crit in every single one of these, but her bottom slots are also hyper tuned. This will help her damage, and that's really where it's at in this game mode. She also has a 6-star weapon. So for those of you that got a 5-star weapon, it's going to be more difficult because you're not going to be able to do as much damage, but I feel it's entirely possible for you to be able to do it with a 5-star weapon if you play properly. Now, I do have Rosetta's pet equipped, and this is a double S pet, and even though it benefits Rosetta more, it still is going to benefit Palau quite a bit because it has a nice little slowing effect. So a good level up pet is going to help as well, guys, as far as adding a little extra damage. But when you take a look at the Uniframe, this is really where it's at, guys. I have this thing completely leveled up, and this is really what you're going to need to do in order to get done. As well as one other thing that I'm going to show you, having the Dragon Claw spin, guys, is really going to add a tremendous amount of damage, and I'm going to show you how this thing works here in a second. And the Whirlwind Strike, guys, is also very, very good. Like, these two things are just insane for damage. There's going to be a little orange meter below the life bar of the opponents that you're going to be facing. And these two things here, guys, this finisher, whenever it's all the way down at the bottom, does a tremendous amount of damage. And then this here, if you dodge whenever a blue highlighted opponent shows up and you dodge at the right moment, you hold your dodge at the right moment, then you can actually counter it and do a tremendous amount of damage. And the thing is, when you level up these other things, guys, the Dragon Claw spin deals 100% more physical damage to surrounding targets. Slamming a target to the ground will trigger the Dragon Claw spring effect, which just increases your damage. And this is really massive, especially for doing switch gameplay. So after any Uniframe and team units is a finisher move, okay? So if I use a finisher move from Palau, the next incoming Vanguard Uniframe class skill increases by 50%. That is a huge, huge damage bump. But as you guys will see in the gameplay that I'm going to show you, I'm not really going to be doing much switch gameplay at all as far as getting the max score. And then this here, able to move when performing Whirlwind Strike. This is her counter move. Whenever you hold the dodge, whenever a blue highlight opponent attacks you, you'll do an extra 400% physical damage. And this really, really helps, guys. Like, obviously, your gameplay is going to make all the difference in the world as far as being able to do this. But I'm just going to go in here, do a little trial run, and then I'll show you guys the actual run where I got 192,000 points. But another trick in this thing, guys, is whenever you get here and you fight this thing, you really should use Rosetta on your team. Okay, now I know some of you are thinking, oh my God, well, wait a minute, your Uniframe is going to lose 30% decrease, 30% attack, right? That's true, but Rosetta's defense shred is insane. Now, I do have a 6-star weapon on Rosetta, right? And this is the memory set that I'm using on Rosetta, and, I'm using her, Lewin Hook set that actually will increase the effective lance of perception by 20%, which means 20% more defense shred. So it's a really good set to have. And then, of course, the Catherine's here will also have another 20% defense shred. And again, guys, if you have her weapon, it's going to really, really help because that damn thing offers another 20% defense shred. Rosetta's weapon is very, very good for this. But even if you don't have her weapon, guys, she's still going to be a really valuable character to have. I tried doing this over and over and over, just using, my Uniframe characters, and it just wasn't enough. I just wasn't doing near enough damage. And keep in mind, guys, that this game mode is going to alternate elements every single month, I believe, right? So we're having physical right now. We're going to end up having fire. We're going to end up having dark, right? We're going to end up having lightning, where these other Uniframe characters are going to be very, very good in here. So I'm really mainly going to be using Palau in the run that I'm going to show you guys because she is a physical damage dealing character. Obviously, Chu is too, but Chu doesn't have the finishing moves, guys. But if I used to, I think it might have actually made more of a difference. In all honesty, like after I'd use the finisher move on Palau, maybe if I would use 2, that would be better. But you guys will see that I'm mainly just going to use Palau. So I'll just show you guys a little practice run. Now, whenever you're playing in this thing, guys, I mean, your gameplay is everything, right? If you're dodging when those blue attacks are coming at you, that is going to help. Remember, you got to hold your dodge whenever you see those blue highlighted characters go after you, right? You don't want to hold it too long, but you want to hold it for a little bit. And I just start running through my skills and using Rosetta's QTE, right? And there we got our dodge, right? Okay, now we're going to throw out our weapon here. And remember, guys, you want to dodge as accurately as you can, okay? All right, we're going to use our pet, we'll use our signature. And there's our finisher, right? All right, we'll use Rosetta's defense shred, right? We're going to go to the signature. And just look at the damage that damn thing does, guys. It's really, really crazy. And there's our dodge. We use Rosetta. And boom, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. All right, we'll use Rosetta again. Use the signature. And if you notice, guys, on the left-hand side of the screen, now there I should have dodged that attack. Okay, use Rosetta again. And we didn't quite get it. We actually lost damage there. But if you notice on the left side of the screen, guys, and like right there, I should have, hit that blue attack, right? Okay, and we didn't quite do it there, right? We didn't quite get the score we want, but that's kind of the drift, guys. Over on the left-hand side of the screen, whenever you see that yellow meter, right? I mean, you got 164,000 right here, and that's just me talking and playing at the same time, right? But whenever you see that meter show up on the left side of the screen, you've got it'll show S rank or whatever, and you have to kill the bosses before that meter goes all the way down. If you don't, you'll start losing your ranks and you'll start losing a lot of points. You won't gain near as many points. So you want to make sure that you defeat your bosses before that meter completely runs down to nothing, before you lose your rank. So if you're at, say double S rank, for example, and you're, in the orange or whatever, make sure that you kill your boss before that meter ends. Otherwise, you're going to lose your rank and you won't get near as many points. I'll show you guys the 192,000 run that I was able to do. And again, guys, seriously, having Rosetta on the team made a big difference. As far as, using different tanks, if you don't have Rosetta, you can try that, guys. I mean, there's no harm, no foul. Go ahead and give it a shot. See if any other tanks can get it done for you, whether it's Kamoy, A2, maybe if you have A2. I mean, you could try other tanks that have some defense shred, but Rosetta's really what helped get that done, guys. Seriously, and my Plow is double S, right? I was able to do it with her at double S. So you free-to-play players are going to be able to do this, but you're just going to have your Plow leveled up. And having Rosetta, even at double S, guys, I know mine's triple S, and that gives her 100% defense shred with her weapon and her memories and so on. But you still get, you could still have up to 80% defense shred at double S with Rosetta, which is going to be more than enough. Even 60% defense shred without her signature weapon is going to be very, very helpful in that game mode. So you can do a lot lot more damage. You just want to make sure that you're dodging at the right moments when those blue highlighted characters show up so you can do your finisher, so you can do your counter moves, and also make sure that you're using your QTEs over and over and over with Rosetta so you can keep applying that defense shred and just start melting these bosses. So guys, let me know if this helps you out as far as getting it done in Operation Uniframe, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GW7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.